figuring out Instagram, and we're good?
No.
No? Okay. Awesome. We're all here. So welcome to our new time, same place. So we changed up the time. We're at 3:30 from now on. And now, because we will be actually being featured on Terry David Mulligan, CKUA, at 4 o'clock BC time, 5 o'clock in Alberta. So Terry David is going to be doing some of our wines and stuff, so we want to make sure that you're able to see him as well. So today we are going to revisit a couple of wines, but today is going to be more about food and wine pairing as opposed to strictly just food or strictly just wine. So we have a very special guest today, Jacqueline McGrath, who is a global director for Epicure, and I'll let her explain what Epicure is and all of that good stuff. So the first one that we're going to go through is our 2018 Mingle. So hopefully you guys have all got it in your glass. We went through this a few weeks ago, but we're going to revisit it. Just 'cause it's always good to revisit wines because there's always something new that you can discover. So this is a slightly off-dry wine, done as more of food and wine pairing, patio sipper, very friendly, very easy, just delicious. It's always good. I'm gonna give you the breakdown on this one because I can never remember, and it always changes.
It always changes.
64% Pinot Grigio, 25% Chardonnay, and 11% Gewürztraminer. And I came across a really wonderful quote about Gewürztraminer this week when I was doing some research. The quote says, "I like to think of Gewürztraminer as the Cardi B of whites, over the top and flashy, but full of power and personality." And that is thanks to Leslie Scirocco, who is a director of somology.
Great term.
Yeah, how do I get that term? So on the nose, just gonna go straight into the tasting because I gotta give Jacqueline some time to go over her recipes. On the nose, definitely getting those notes of lychee and Asian pears. Really kind of almost, if you've been to Asia, it's kind of that Asian nose to it. But I also get a lot of mango coming through now, which is not something that I picked up a couple weeks ago.
Is this 18?
This is 18, yes. And I love the acidity on here because it just cuts through that little hint of sweetness. And those notes that you're getting on the nose, you're definitely getting through on the palate as well. But I am picking up a little bit of orange notes as well. A little bit more citrus, but a little bit more on that sweeter side of citrus. Yeah. A little bit more like mandarin orange, or again, I'm in the Asian theme today, so it's probably because I'm eating Asian food for dinner last night. That's on my brain.
Definitely orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pineapple for me too. Pineapple too.
Yeah. And again, like I said a couple weeks ago, I don't really have a huge history with pineapple, so it's not something that comes to mind a lot. Yeah. Any questions about the Mingle?
Not yet. We've got
No.
online. We've got a few people online, but no questions.
Yeah.
Well, Susan Shuley says, we didn't have Mingle, but we're slumming it with the rosé.
I'd hardly say that was slumming. But I am going to do the rosé next week, so stay tuned, Susan. I've got a few new notes on the rosé, so and I'm going to bring Jacqueline in, and I'm going to exit stage left, and she's going to come in stage right.
Hi. Okay, my name's Jacqueline, as Preston had shared, and I am a global director. That means nothing to you, but it does to me. I've worked really hard in my business. I'm an Epicure consultant, and Preston invited me in, and it was really interesting because I was just hearing him talk about the tasty notes, and he said he could smell mango. I think he's smelling mango because we're actually going to be pairing this amazing wine with our summer fruit salsa, and it's got mango in it. So just wanted to give you a little heads up on what Epicure is. Epicure is 100% Canadian. So we're gluten-free, nut-free. Well, I'm a nut, but they don't let me go into the facility. And we're going to quickly show you how I can whip up a great quick appy for social distancing in the patio today. So the recipe will be on my website at jmflavors.com. And basically we're going to be doing a mango. So I'm not sure if you've ever cut a mango before, but you have a seed in the center. So if you just sort of cut around the center, and we've got some amazing knives. This is a, where do I put it here? This is a ceramic knife. I know, right? A ceramic knife. And I actually like cutting right when it's still in the skin. So as long as you just wash it, but carefully just cut through. And because we want to have small sampling portions, I'm cutting fairly small little cubes. And then you can just fan it, okay? And then just cut it off and put it in a bowl. So I'm just gonna do this really quickly for you.
Wow, that is so cool.
You've never done that before?
Not like that.
Okay. All right. So in this bowl, I also threw in, and you can put any fruit that you want. I've put in pineapple, mango, which I clearly heard Preston say he could smell it, blueberries, and kiwi. But you could put strawberries. I'm actually not going to put strawberries on except at the end, and it's simply because strawberries bleed. And I wanted something to look really nice and fresh and light like the wine. So I'm just going to take a strawberry using the same knife, and I'm going to cut this. For flavor, just to pump it up, because you just don't want fruit. Anyone can have fruit. But this is our Poco salsa, and as you can see, it's a dry mix, so you don't actually have to use it like a salsa. It just becomes a great seasoning. So this will give a bit of a ping. It will give you a ping and a zing to go with your meal. So, okay, and I will just quickly show you what it's going to turn out like, and then I'm going to let Preston come back in. So the other thing that you may want to do is you're going to want to add some seasoning to maybe some taco chips. I know a lot of people look towards Epicure because they have gluten intolerances, and I actually put this right on rice tortillas with a little bit of mist of oil and just sprinkled it right on. Okay, so let me just cut this quick little strawberry, and I'll show you how perfectly great this would be. Now you could serve, everyone could have their own, oops, we're gonna have this tip, own individual portion.
So cute.
So now you don't
wow.
have to worry about everyone having a charcuterie board, because we do need to still practice our social distancing. Okay, so all this product can be featured on jmflavors.com, and I think the gals and Noble Ridge will post that if you're looking for that information. So Preston, I think, is this my wine here?
It's right here.
Oh, all right, so cheers. I'm going to go sample this. I wish you were here to do sampling with us, but I understand you're doing it at home. So cheers to you, and Preston, I'm gonna exit stage right, and we'll get ready for the next one.
Awesome. Wow, that looks really good.
Yay.
I love it. A week I don't have to cook. It's great.
Yum.
I tasted the individual components all separately, and together with the mingle actually goes extremely well together. Like that crisp freshness of the fruit, and then that little bit of spice melds really well with the mingle. So
I have to say, I'm really, really impressed with the beauty, like how pretty that was, and how you kept it to today. Social distancing and the single separate appetizer thing. That is really appreciated.
Yeah, well, we all have to do our own thing because we're in it together, right?
Really, really.
and yeah, you know, I mean, as we get further in and getting toward a new normal, and we're starting to see we're expanding our bubbles, but you still have to keep distance and having people over, but you can still be separate. And these are great recipes where everybody can have their own individual little things. And it's the long weekend, which for us has always been kind of like the start of summer. Although for me, that's April 1. Again, shorts. Nobody can see that, thank God. Nobody needs to see these legs. On to our next wine. Let's continue on, like I didn't say that.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. The Pinot Grigio. This is by far my favorite white. And I really love this style. And I think it has a lot to do with how we grow these grapes. With the modified Scott Henry, with the split, we're growing some grapes up and some grapes down. And it just creates a really wonderful, like really true to Northern Italian style of Grigio, which is Northern Italy is one of my favorite places. And just really brings me right back there, especially with seafood, which is the recipe that Jacqueline has going on with this one. Okay, on to the tasting note. Everybody's got it in their glass. And again, getting a little bit of that mandarin orange or that orange note, which we got in the mingle, and I think it has to do with the Pinot Grigio and the blend. And again, more of those Asian pears. And a lot more citrus too, but it's a little bit on the nose, a little bit sweeter. It's almost like lemon meringue as opposed
I get
to
lemon.
just like a really tart lemon. Yeah. Well, lemon meringue pie is my favorite pie too. So.
I think you also nailed the mandarin orange. I think
Yeah.
that's right. I think that's
Yeah. You get just a little hint of steeliness, a little hint of like flintiness coming through as well. I think I talked about it when I did the Pinot. Oh, actually, Jim did the Pinot Grigio. Yes.
Yes.
But the root systems on the Pinot Grigio go down deep for reasons we won't talk about anymore.
It has lots of good minerality.
Yeah, because the root system is so deep, it's really pulling up some wonderful kind of whetstone, earthy, not earthy, but kind of that mineral note coming through. And again, on the palate, that wonderful acidity just makes your mouth water. And it's just so refreshing. I think it's like why it's my favorite
I was
white.
going to say, this is Preston's favorite.
Yeah, well, I could talk about this one forever. I buy it by the case, which is not good for my pocketbook, but yeah.
You're supporting small business.
Supporting small business, yes.
Yeah.
And what I love about this wine is because it is, and as it is a little bit a different style for the Okanagan, you don't see too many of these Pinot Grigios, is the finish is just super long.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes later, you still got these wonderful flavors happening and dancing along on your tongue. Like that whetstone stays with you, that wonderful citrus note. And then just like your mouth is just watering and you just can't wait to pick up the glass again, which is what I'm going to do.
Or try some food.
Yes. So I'm gonna exit stage and then bring Jacqueline in. This is probably my favorite pairing of the three, so looking forward to this.
Well, that's because he's buying cases from Pinot Grigio and needs the food to go with it. All right.
Ooh, this looks so pretty.
I know, right? Okay, so now with the Pinot Grigio, what we're going to do is the festive shrimp cups. And these are so easy to make. First thing I will mention is a lot of times your English cucumbers are really narrow. And so if you slice on a diagonal with that ceramic knife I showed you earlier, you can get a more elongated area for you to work with. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna quickly show you how to put some seasoning into some goat cheese. And then we've got fajita shrimp on top. So it's just a little bit of heat and it's gonna go absolutely amazing with this. I know when I was sampling, I already tasted over there. I know it's gonna go perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we've just got goat cheese and we've got it in a prep bowl. These as well can be purchased on Epicure. And we're gonna use, we've got measuring spoons. So I'm gonna roughly put, actually the instructions, I don't have to say roughly, I actually have all the ingredients here. But we're going to put some lemon dilly into our goat cheese. And give me a second while I just incorporate this. Does anyone have any questions for me? You can't see. I'm down here. I'm stirring. All right. Okay, so I've got my goat cheese incorporated. If you're not a goat cheese person, although who isn't, you can always use cream cheese. So I've got this nicely incorporated. It does a nice little flavor. I'm just going to put a little scoop on top of my cucumber. Now, how easy is this going to be? Give me a second. Next, I'll talk about the shrimp. So the shrimp is actually seasoned with fajitas, and of course, shrimp takes no time at all to cook. So all you need to do is defrost it a little bit, throw it in a pan with a little bit of oil, and I actually put the fajita seasoning right into the fry pan, maybe 2 or 3 minutes max, just till it's not opaque, and it's done. Set this aside. You can do it ahead in the fridge, and then all you're going to do is just grab one of these little babies, set it on top again, social distancing. We've got a nice little plate of 3 little appies that will be absolutely amazing. Preston, it's going to taste, I know it's going to taste really good
Yeah.
with this wine. So bon appetit. I'm going to exit stage right again. And
Wow, that looks really good.
yeah, this is going to be one of my favorites as well. Let me go and pass that in here. Perfect.
Okay.
Do you want to shoot?
I was going to do them all 3 at the end with my movie pairings and my
Preston,
music pairings this time.
can I get my wine?
Good one.
Should never be without
Never
wine.
leave the wine behind.
Never leave the wine behind. That's a
Oh, yeah,
perfect.
there's
That's a
a-
motto to live by. What I love about Jacqueline's recipes is they are so simple. They're easy. The presentation just looks like amazing. You look like a hero and you only spend 10 minutes.
I know,
You know,
right?
Anyone can do
Anytime
it.
that you can look like a hero in 10 minutes, go for it. Okay.
Oh, we have a suggestion on this one, actually. Amy Johnson, our good friend Amy,
Oh,
writes, eat a few while they're cooking with Pinot Grigio.
Oh, Preston,
That's a-
tell me if it's any good.
that's a
I'm sure he's dying for this.
okay. Excuse me, everyone. I'm just gonna dive right in.
Yeah.
Mm.
What do you think? Lots of flavor, hey?
Being our song, he can't do it without
Yeah.
the last one.
Well, I got the flavors together. Right? Okay. Hopefully I got everything out of my teeth and everything. Oh my god.
I know, right?
I love the little bite to the shrimp.
Mm.
That just like goes really, really well.
Excellent.
Okay, but now, Leslie and I are not envious at all.
Oh, peanut gallery started now. Okay, so the last one that we're going to do today is our Stouinol Chardonnay. So this is our Chablis style of Chardonnay. I basically call it unoaked. It's a Chablis, light, bright, just really nice and crisp. All from our Stouinol vineyard, which is literally across the road, right next to our winemaking facility, which makes it nice and easy, fast and friendly to get to the winery. This one, vineyard was planted in 1999, so the grapes have got some age to them, which produces like really super high quality, wonderful fruit that just lends itself so beautifully to this wine. Okay. This one is all about the orchard fruit for me. Like I get loads of pear. Get a little bit of like apple in there as well. A little bit of like kind of a cross
little
between
bit
a
of green
Spartan and a
apple.
green
Green apple? That's what
Yeah.
I get, a little bit of green apple.
I can almost go with delicious.
Gold delicious.
That's back to
We-
Ontario.
Yeah. Oh.
And again, loads of minerality, lots of nice crisp acidity
Mm.
there. These wines are made for spring, made for summer. They're a little dangerous.
Yeah.
And they go down so easy. This one I find is really good for people that say they don't like Chardonnay. This is one of the first wines that got me back into Chardonnay from being an ABCer. Anything but Chardonnay, but now we tend it to always be Chardonnay. Yeah.
It does show off.
The thing about this one too is it will age. It
Yeah.
ages very gracefully. And that's the one thing I actually found about the Mingle as well. It's kind of a happy accident when I first got here. We discovered a few cases of back vintage Mingle, and we thought, oh, well, let's cool one down and see what it tastes like. And very pleasantly surprised. We have a couple people out there. I'm talking to you, Stephen, and I can never remember his name. Love Mingle once it's got a few years age on it. But I'm really looking forward to this pairing as well. Because
Before you go,
yes,
a couple questions.
Yeah.
Well, one comment again from our Amy, all the Southern Okanagan magic in a glass.
Mm.
Amy,
Nice.
can we use that line?
Nice one, Amy.
But she has a question.
Mhm.
Preston, is it aged in oak? Now,
It is not.
Direct this towards Benoit.
There is a small portion. I think it's like 1 barrel.
That's my understanding too.
Less than 7%.
If you look at the production and what Benoit says, the percentage of oak, it's 1 barrel out of the entire production. And it's generally a 2nd or a 3rd year barrel with no malolactic. It's basically more about concentration as opposed to adding flavors or adding a malolactic fermentation to or anything. It's more about concentrating the flavors as opposed to, pardon?
And mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel, yeah. But yeah, no, I would consider this an unoaked wine.
Well, yeah, the main thing is you don't taste oak. So for people that don't like oaked wine,
Yeah.
It's not about the taste. It's about what it does to the structure.
And the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
And this is a kind of a really cool, very different pairing, which I'm really excited.
We'll
Du-du-du-du.
have to come back in.
I have to say, look how organized you are.
Hey, it's not my first time.
Not
Oh,
our first
sorry.
rodeo. Yeah. Jacqueline does cooking classes every day, live.
Kidding.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
That's
I've been
quite
doing a
obvious.
few of those. Oh, right. So with the Chardonnay, I thought what we'd do, where's my recipe? Here we go. No. Let me grab it. I know I have it here somewhere. Got it? Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is a Caprese Bruschetta. Yeah, I said that really well, right?
Then where's the arms?
With
Don't you have to have
bruschetta.
arms going with it?
All right. So this is a little bit fussier. Oh my gosh, it might take you 7 minutes instead of 5. Okay, so first off, I'm going to show you how to be a rock star in the kitchen. You know those baguettes that you get? Well, we're going to let people think that you're going to go in the kitchen and throw some flour in there, because what we're going to do is we're going to actually put a little bit of butter with our rosemary garlic seasoning. Oh my goodness. This is like making a fake focaccia. Oh my, like if we had smell-o-vision on us, guys.
I guess we're going to create it first.
There we go.
Smell-o-vision, here we go. The next part that we're going to, so we would just mix that up and we put it over our garlic bread and we put it in the oven for maybe a few minutes, just so it toasts up a little bit. Then we're going to make an amazing okay, this is why I love Epicure. Thinking out of the box. This is called Tuscan chicken burger. I'm not making burgers. We're having a patio appies. But this Tuscan chicken burger, again, is just a dry mix. And if you can smell this, again, gluten-free, it's got garlic, tomato, onion, sumac, red bell pepper, sea salt, black pepper, and rosemary. That's it. No crazy ingredients, no wheat.
No additives.
No additives, no coloring. Like you get, yeah, sorry, I could eat this. Okay, so we're gonna make a quick little sauce to drizzle over top. You're gonna absolutely love this. Really easy recipe. We use a measuring spoon and we basically do 2 tablespoons of each. So already in this prep bowl, I've got 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to talk quickly Get my thing here. About balsamic vinegar, there's lots of fake balsamic vinegar out there. Read the labels. That's one thing I always say, because balsamic vinegar, sometimes it's imposter vinegar. It's red wine vinegar with molasses and corn syrup. I know, right? So we'll just add a couple good tablespoons of good quality balsamic. Second, and of course, our Tuscan mix, 2 tablespoons of this as well. And we're going to do this up in advance while this is in the oven so that it has an opportunity to blossom, because it is a dry mix. Got it? So we'll give that a quick stir. And because of the honey and the viscosity of the honey and the oil, it will make a really nice drizzle on top. Preston, you're gonna love this one. I'm just gonna warn you. We'll have to fight him for that.
I can already tell.
Already tell. So here we are, we've got that nice little mix, okay? Now, in a bowl, of course, caprese means basically bocconcini and tomatoes. Make sure you chop them up nice and fine, because we're gonna set them again right on top of a little baguette. Again, if your baguettes are too small, slice them at a diagonal. So I've already got a couple plated, but give me a second here. To make bruschetta, of course, we would probably need a bruschetta seasoning. Yeah, we have that too. You're gonna love Epicure and the fact that if you're not a good cook, we can make you a great cook in simply minutes, because we've done all the packaging inside the spice jar. So again, it's a dry mix, and we'll just add this in. And again, if you can do this a few minutes earlier, it will allow you to actually get a meld of the flavoring. So just put this in. Sorry, I know you can't see me, but I'm gonna say roughly about a tablespoon. If you like lots of flavor, throw more in. It's not baking a cake. You can't go really wrong with it. So we've got this nicely mixed up. We're just gonna put it right on top of our baguette. And then just to put it over the top, we're going to slice a fresh little piece. Oh, and I should mention, this is one of my favorite, where am I? Here I am. One of my favorite instruments that we have, our tool. This has got a nice sharp little point in the corner. It's called a 3-in-1 because it's actually got a scoop and a spatula and a stirrer. So I love that our product is not just one-time use, much like your wine, Preston. Like you can use it besides the patio, you can use other things, right? So, okay, so I'm just gonna use that nice ceramic knife again, and I'm just going to julienne. And really good, easy way to do it is roll your basil leaf and just cut it really quickly. Nice fine little portions. We're just gonna put this over top. I'm gonna grab that drizzle as well, because I'm sure that's got a lot of flavor already. What do you think, Preston?
Yeah, I can get into that.
It's very
Oh, it looks amazing.
very
It's unfortunate I don't know if I can show you this. Okay, so there it is. This is our final product. Preston, I'm going to leave this here.
Okay.
I'm sure we have a couple minutes, and you can just sort of let them know whether that works.
Couple minutes is right. We've got 2. Okay, so quickly gonna run down the wines that we did today. The Mingle. I'm always doing that backwards. There we go. Up and there. Cool. Movie pairing, Harry Potter. Gotta do the original. My movie pairings are all gonna be sci-fi this week. And I have a music pairing this week. Maroon 5. Yeah, I tried to pick some things that I really like for long weekends for the kind of music pairings.
What's the one Maroon 5 got? Sugar?
Yeah, but the one that the album that I picked was Overexposed, which is the one previous to that. Then we have Pinot Grigio and Pinot Grigio. Underworld, because I love vampires and I love werewolves. And
Oh my goodness.
yeah, you're learning things about me today.
Yes.
And as this is an Italian wine style, my music pairing is Eros Ramazzotti, Ask Jim if he knows about them.
Okay.
And in English, the album is called Freestyle. But I got into it because he did a duet with Cher.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, in Italian. She sings in Italian. It's awesome.
Hmm.
And it's Sto Labretto, and I'm pronouncing that wrong, but that's me. I always pronounce everything wrong. Last one we did was the Stonino Chardonnay. And go up top. There we go. Now, Back to the Future, the original.
Yes.
Yes. And my music pairing, because this is kind of classic style, I did Adele. And not 25, I did Adele, the album 21, because that's when I first got into Adele. Yeah. We are right at 4 o'clock, so you need to switch off of me, go on to CKUA, and go on to Terry David Mulligan. And he's going to go over one of our wines today. And I'm going to let him describe it because I'm actually going to do a converse one of the same wine next week. Last weekend to get in on the round table if you want June shipment. So by the end of the weekend, we're cutting it off to get into the June Noble round table shipment. And we will see you next week. Oh, wines for next week. Everything Pinot Noir and our Rosé. Week after that, we're going to do the King's Ransom Chardonnay, which is a really special wine and really cool, very interesting. I love this wine. And our Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon.
Ooh.
So 2 really big, powerful wines, and I've got some special stuff planned for that. So, okay, switch off me, go. Have fun, have a great weekend, have a safe weekend. Awesome, bye.
Bye.